The first scale you typically learn is the pentatonic scale, and it's very important. But to really understand guitar, there is one scale that will make everything 10 times easier if you understand the theory behind it. And that is the major scale. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how the major scale is built. My name is Simen, and I'm a guitarist, music producer, and graphic designer from Norway. I'm here to share everything I've learned so far in my journey and document what I learn in real time. Okay, so let's look at how the major scale is built. The major scale is made of whole steps and half steps. A half step, that is one fret. So if you start on the third fret of the A string, that's going to be a half step. And a half step is just two frets. So that's a whole step. And the major scale formula is whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. So let's play that from the third fret of the A string, the note C. So whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. That is the major scale. I often like to think 2.5, 3.5 instead of whole, half, whole, half. So it's kind of hard to remember. So 2.5, 3.5. That's the formula for the C major scale. Anyway, since we started on a note C, that means it's a C major scale. And with this information, you can play the major scale from any note on the neck. So let's try to play the major scale from the note G on the low E string, just as an example. So here is the G, third fret of the low E string. And we use the formula whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. And since we started on the G, it's going to be a G major scale. Okay, and the next important thing to understand is that each of the notes in the scale has a number. This is called the number system. It's very straightforward, but also really important to understand. So let's go back to the C. This is the first note, so it's called the 1. Second note is called 2. Then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to 1. So yeah, really straightforward. And each of the numbers also have a chord that belongs to that number. So let's go back to the C, which is number 1. And number 1 is always a major chord. And since we're playing a note C, it's going to be a C major. Step number 2 is a minor chord, so in this case D minor. Step 3 is a minor, in this case E minor. Step 4 is a major. Step 5 is a major. Step 6 is a minor. And step 7 is a diminished chord. That's the only one which is a bit different. Then it's back to 1 again, which is a major. So it's only number 7, which is a bit different. Otherwise, it's only minor and major chords. So let's play them all once again. And the thing is that this chord formula is the same in all keys because the chord follows the number. And all of these chords is going to work together because they are in the same key. Most modern pop songs only use chords from the major scale. You have probably heard this chord progression before in like all music ever. This uses scale degree number 1, 5, 6, and 4. And then with the chords that belong to those numbers, so it's really easy to transfer this to other keys. Remember that we just use the number system. The chords follow the number. Keep in mind, in an actual song, you would probably not play the chords like this, but a bit closer together, something like this maybe. But I just showed it on one string because I think it's easier to illustrate, so yeah, just keep that in mind. If you want to really master the major scale, you should go to playwithaplan.com to get access to exercises for this video and also to the full course about the major scale. You'll also get access to all my other courses to get better at guitar and tabs for all my songs. So go to playwithaplan.com. I'm going to leave the link in the description. All right, so to conclude this video, we have now looked at how the major scale is built, and hopefully you start to see the importance of the major scale, because this is really the foundation for all Western music, or at least most Western music. This has been the most important basics, but it's the foundation for more, say, advanced stuff like creating chords, other scales, and melodies. In other words, the major scale is really important. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and if you enjoyed this video, you should check out the video on the screen next.